What is going on, Elephant Money Herd? It is AG Crypto in the house, and we got Zach from DeFi Springs as my
Hey,
co-host.
everyone.
Goldwyn is out; he is on a boat somewhere in the Caribbean, living it
Mhm.
up, selling some of that elephant money, I guess. And and we got a special guest. It is Crypto Mason OOG. How do you say that? Is that how you go? OOG?
Actually, you could say Mason Double OG, but
Ooh, I like it.
call me Double OG. So yeah, it's
Double
better.
OG.
Let's say Double OG, like Snoop Dogg or something like that. Not
Oh,
not OOG, but
I
it's
like
fine.
it. Double OG or double, yeah,
It's
Mason
Yeah,
like
Double
double,
OG.
007 AG. He's
yeah,
a
Uh-huh.
boom, like
I
double
like it.
OG.
I like it. I
let's go,
like it.
baby. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty sweet.
it is Monday night. It's been a long week for me, so excuse me. I'm having some Jack and Coke. Mason, you said
A
you got
little bit of
something. What you got
fireball.
over there?
A little bit of fireball.
Some Fireball.
You
And
I'm just, I'm
Zach's
just
drinking the hard
hydrating today.
stuff.
I'm just
Yeah, he's
hydrating on some water today, bro.
know. The water.
he's got he's
Oh,
got some
Zach, where's your
H2O
hat?
on the rocks.
Your
No,
hat, bro.
I need my elephant hat. That would help me out to get my
It's all
mindset
good. It's
right.
all
Right.
good. Yeah,
I
it's
got
all
it.
Uh,
good.
Yeah, man,
so
I love that
Mason,
hat that Mason got me last time we came on the podcast. Our little show we did. That really was inspired by Rugs to Riches. Right, Mason and I are both crypto content creators, but we
hmm
really loved what you and Golwyn are doing here, and it's a pleasure to fill in for Golwyn today. So yeah, I hope he's enjoying that great weather. I'm sure he's hanging outside somewhere beautiful in the ocean, probably, or
he might be watching right now. Who knows?
yeah. Hey, maybe, back in the day when they didn't have internet connection, didn't have cell phone. Now you're just, I guess, in paradise the whole time. So yeah, we need to get him on here. From the middle of the ocean. But yeah, man. Speaking of people on today, Mason. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Hey man, I
Such a
appreciate it.
pleasure.
I really appreciate the love. Thank y'all for having me on. Really excited, really humbled, and just do what we do, baby. Talk about elephant, talk about crypto, talk about DeFi, talk about TradFi, just talk about the world in general. So I love it.
So
Yeah, man.
Mason, how'd you get into crypto?
Oh man, that's a long story. I don't want to take over your whole stream, bro. But
Oh, sum it up for us, man. How'd
long
you
story,
how'd you
man.
get into elephant?
So
How'd you
I
even find
actually,
it?
yeah, I actually have to give props out to two people. The first one would be my coworker. I don't want to say his real name. I'll just call him D Mac. So we were talking about it at work. He would bring it up to me. We talk about, we debate about it. With Bitcoin and stuff like that. This is probably like maybe, I'll probably say like maybe 2016, something like that. We just talk about it. And then maybe like sometime in 2017. My brother actually brought me on to something. I don't want to say the name of the project because it's gone and under now. Uh, but let's just say,
Most DeFi.
yeah. I was gonna do something, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it on your show. But basically, yeah. So basically, so my little brother he got me in with some people that were doing something. It was something like basically Bitcoin mining, and we all know how that went. But I realized that this was something big, and I was just like, there's something here, and I'm not gonna stop, even though I lost money. I'm like, I know that there's something here, and I'm gonna keep digging, and I just kept going. So, yeah, so I've been in crypto since 2017 officially,
Hey,
and
that's awesome, man. That's a
yeah,
great backstory. I want to shout out to everyone in the chat coming in too. Put some ones in the chat. Say what year you got into crypto. Mason just said 2017. Was that right?
yep, 2017. Yep,
2017, yo,
it was
what you got in
right
the chat?
before the bull
18,
market.
19.
I'll tell you
Right.
what, I wish I got in 2017.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
took me 2021 before I got in.
Yeah, it's
Think
all
about
good.
kind of just all each year how you view crypto differently. I know I do personally. Like it's very interesting to see like each year, like 2017 versus 2021, just all that experience has accumulated, and he's had that going forward with like the introduction of elephant money or even other protocols, right, that we can talk about later on. But yeah, man, that's a really cool backstory, and it's cool too how you mentioned like your brother got you involved. You said a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's always really cool. Like when that's what crypto is really important: community and getting people that you enjoy in your life, and you want to show them these cool technologies. So sometimes they don't work out, but other times when they work out well, it's very rewarding.
Oh
So
yeah. Yep.
yeah.
Most
Mason,
definitely.
how hard was it to get your or how hard was it for you to get into crypto? Was your brother giving you like a hard time?
Well, see, the thing is, I'm actually an IT guy,
Mhm.
at heart. So it wasn't really so much hard. It was just a matter of like just the time it had to be right, making sure I had the extra cash, making sure that, I wasn't gonna wreck myself, like throw my
Mhm.
whole savings in and then I just lose it all. So
So
that was more so
you weren't like, oh, crypto, what is this thing?
not
You
not
already had like an idea.
well, I will say, like I said, when my coworker, when we were talking about it in 2016, when I
Mhm.
did my research on Bitcoin back then, the narrative, remember, we always got to remember the narrative, right? So
Mhm.
try to get my camera right. So narrative, right?
Yeah.
So you always want to remember the narrative. The narrative is what the world wants you to think of crypto at any given moment. Like right
Mhm.
now, there are certain narratives that are out right now, with the whole XRP, Ethereum, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so when I looked at Bitcoin in 2016, the narrative was, oh, it's for illegal purposes, it's for buying drugs, it's for this and that. So at the time, I was looking, trying to get a job, trying to do all this stuff. I'm like, well, I don't want to be affiliated with, drug related stuff. So, and that's what I thought, not understanding crypto. I just thought, not understanding Bitcoin. I just thought that, Bitcoin is for drugs, buying drugs, Silk Road, like all that
Mhm.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, the
And so,
black web.
but
Yep.
yeah, but once I dug into it and actually started to do
The
my,
dark web. Sorry.
yeah, exactly. Once I dug into it, started doing my research, I started to realize that this is a lot bigger than what I thought, and I started to realize that they're, air quote, the incumbents, the people in power, the banks, whatever, they don't want us in crypto. You see what I'm saying? Because it gives us our sovereignty back, our power back, and they don't want that. But anyway, I don't go on that. I don't want to get you canceled, bro. But that's really what it's all about, man. Like it's just about that financial freedom. And so I stuck with it. So there was a lot of different things that I ran into, like P3D. I think BT had talked about this. He was in P3D, and I didn't even know who BT was at the time. We actually were in the same DAP. P3D is where I made my first come up, man. P3, P3D. So like if you in it, you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. So
We need a catchy phrase like that.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Layla, you're watching tonight. We need like what do you call those little a
yeah.
jingle?
We need like a
I'm
hook.
loving
Yeah,
it. Cash flow for all.
yep.
We need a really good jingle. I like that. P3D.
Thank
Still
you, Layla.
remember years
Thank you,
later that
Layla.
jingle. But no, that's so cool, man. I never was myself involved in that. So that was a great DAP you said, and even
Yeah,
BT
yeah, yeah.
was
It
as
was
a
on the
participant.
Ethereum blockchain. So, I don't know how far you want me to go, but like
Tell
I
us,
said,
this is really fascinating,
no,
for
no, it's
viewers
good.
who
Yeah,
into
the
crypto.
evolution. So my mindset, the evolution of crypto is like once I got on Ethereum, like that's all we had, for the most part. Um,
Uh-huh.
and then I started realizing, I'm like, yo, this is way too slow. Me being like I said, me being an IT person, understanding like the common person is going to be on here dealing with slow transactions, very costly fees. Like I was here when what was it, the crypto, what was it, crypto babies, or no, crypto
Crypto
kitties,
kittens,
crypto kitties, yeah.
crypto
So I was here
kittens.
when crypto kitties came out, and it
Mhm.
just tore up the Ethereum network. Like you
I
couldn't
remember
do
that.
anything.
Yeah.
And so I was like, there's got to be a better way. And that's when I went on my Tron evolution. And that's when I found Tron, because I was like, there's got to be a better blockchain that's faster, cheaper, easier to use. And
Mhm.
then, so, once I went on that journey, that's when I found BT, like officially in Bankroll. I never knew of bank tellers other dApps, which were, I think he said it was on Ethereum. I didn't know about that one, but I did find them on Bankroll. That's when I found bank teller, and I was like, okay, I think this dude's got it. This is what I'm looking for. This is the dev that I'm looking for,
Mhm.
and I just stuck with them. Of course, I still kind of dabbed out there in other ecosystems, other blockchains, so like now I'm in Hedera, Songbird, Flare, XRP, XLM, XTC. These are all other different blockchains that I mess with, Casper, stuff like that. Not saying they're the best or whatever. I'm just saying these are
Mhm.
different ones I'm in. And but just because I like to have a broad spectrum of all different
Yeah,
dApps.
you're diversified.
Right, exactly.
So what's your biggest holding then out of all the different coins?
Biggest holding would definitely be between the elephant ecosystem, and XRP. That'd be my biggest holding. XRP and XLM.
That's funny. Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, so XRP is probably by far, or I'm sorry, not XRP. Elephant is by far my largest holding, but my second largest is XRP. And
XRP.
that's yeah. I was really heavy on that, man. I had like 50,000 tokens and I had them locked up on this website called VOD. I don't know if you've heard of that or not, but it's an exchange from Singapore, and they were kind of doing the same thing that Celsius was doing, where that you got yield. And I was getting like 8.5% yield on my XRP tokens.
Wow.
Nice. Until they went bankrupt.
That's pretty
No.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
DeFi does DeFi thing. So what happened? What's the follow up of that?
Yeah.
So they are in bankruptcy court, and I just got the notification that I can withdraw some of my coins, but it's a process. So, out of my large bag, I'll probably get like half of them.
As they say, I mean, it's a costly lesson, but right, with DeFi and crypto, now that you had the master class of elephant money and what this whole protocol brings, right? Now you know what your mistake was, and you won't make it again. So,
but my plan now is to basically take my XRP when I get it. It could be a month from now, it could be 3-4 months from now, but when I get it, I'm dropping that into farms.
What's up, bro? Sorry. That's one of my homies in my group. He's one of my herd members in my group.
Oh, nice. What's going on, man?
Welcome in.
Yeah, he's got videos too. Check him out.
Yo, everyone chat, man. The live stream is so much more engaging and fun when you guys get involved. So yeah, leave some chats. We'll shout you out. Say what's up.
Yeah, man. Like, subscribe, and also just freaking talk to us, man. Give us some questions.
Yeah. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Let us know, man. But AG, you were saying you're gonna take that XRP that you can now withdraw and then put it on the farms. Is that what you were saying?
Yes. So I have a decent sized bag of farms. Listen, my bag of farms is, to me, is decent size. To other people, it might be like chump change, but I'm planning on putting my XRP in there. I think Goldwyn's doing the same thing too, because he's involved with me. So he got he got me into Celsius, which I lost my Ethereum on. But
take it. L's
yeah. So I got my Bitcoin and my Ethereum in Celsius that he talked me into. And then I was like, man, you should try out this VOD and put your XRP in there. So I talked him into the other thing, and so we both got screwed.
Both got wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But Elephant to the rescue, man.
Yeah. I mean, you got to give Elephant props, man. I mean,
BT.
That's where you go after you lick your wounds. You're like, all right, let me just go back to Elephant where I should be at anyway.
That's so true, Mason. Like you said, like everyone come back home, make your gains here, like stop running around the town and getting beat up. Like, it's so true, man. All of us have those like these stories of incredible gains and losses and tragedies. But one thing with Elephant Money, it just shows that steady pace, that things that are built to last versus the quick and easy. So yeah, I mean, that's how we've all found each other here today and building this the herd. So yeah, man, shout out to Wolfman, shout out to Layla, shout out to everyone coming in. Cody,
Layla. Hello. That's what's up, man.
Thank you, Layla. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is my yellow suit. This is my when I'm feeling ready, put my superhero suit on. This is what I put on.
Pikachu, right? That's what
Pikachu.
Yeah. Pikachu suit.
Oh goodness.
No, it's a dope suit, man. I like it. Look at mighty dapper there, sir.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. Back on those farms, though, man. I don't think people understand. Those farms are what's up, man. Like those farms are a hidden gem right now. I'm not gonna disclose what I got in there, but let's just say it's a nice position, man. And farms can definitely, be a good supplemental to futures as well. Of course, BT wants the focus to be on futures and everything like that, of course, but farms is definitely, if you can build yourself a nice little, small position, especially if you're holding on to like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP and other blue chip assets, I would
Mhm.
highly recommend you leverage farms as well. You know, so
It's
just
Yeah.
something to think about.
it just goes to show, like, with all of our total value locked on the ecosystem for the whole protocol, which I think is around $500 million at the time.
Yep,
It's just so, I personally, because I like immutable code that can be audited, that's public, right?
Mhm.
I sleep better at night having funds in the farms, funds, in the elephant token, etc., than I do with my Coinbase wallet account, right? My CeFi exchange, never leave funds on CeFi exchanges, right?
never.
Where something like the farms, you still have custody over your own farm. No one else does,
Yep,
over
your
your
keys,
keys.
your keys.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's crazy. That technology, that just blows my mind, because
Yeah, BT, man, that dude's a beast, man. That dude
it,
is. I don't think people really understand.
it
Bruh,
yeah,
bruh. I
takes.
gotta tell you the story.
All right,
Hold on.
right.
Go
Okay,
ahead,
let's
go
hear it.
ahead. I
Let's
want to
hear it.
hear it. It's
So Bank Teller, when he first did Flow, right, on Bankroll,
Mhm.
there was and everybody that's an OG that was in Flow in the beginning knows about this, right? So this is not nothing secretive or whatever. So, and I think BT would appreciate me telling this story too. So when Flow first came out, there was a very minor glitch that was in Flow, just a very minor glitch.
What was it?
I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something like where the money wasn't calculating properly, right? Everything
Mhm.
else was fine. Everything was audited. It was good, but there was just like maybe a decimal place or something was off. You have to ask BT. I don't know.
Sure.
So what happened was we had all piled in. Myself, a whole bunch of people. I think I put in like $3,000 when it first came out. Just to get started, get an idea how it worked, and then I was ready to plow some more in. And so I think it was out for like maybe 2 or 3 days. I can't remember the exact. I mean, it's a long time ago, but I think it was like 2 or 3 days had passed, and then BT's like, "Hold up, something's not calculating right." Like, hold on, something's not right. And then other people was like, "Yo, my money's not calculating right." Like, oh, no, people start panicking, like, oh, we got scammed, but whatever, right? So
Mhm.
people are panicking. BT's like, calm down, let me fix this, right? That's what he said in the chat. He's like, let me fix this. Yo, 24 hours, BT did a full clawback on everybody's deposit and sent everybody's money back into their wallet. I
wow.
was
Really?
like, I will never leave BT after seeing that. I've never seen a developer do that. I
So
don't
he
know how
refunded
he did it.
everybody whatever they put
He
in?
refunded everybody's money, fixed the code, and then relaunched Flow. So if
Wow.
that
How
tells,
how
go
how
ahead.
yeah, like how far into the project did that
It was
happen?
like
Like
I
a
said, it was
weekend
like
at
three
launch?
days. It was like 3 days of launch of Flow, the
Okay.
first launch.
That's
People, I mean,
badass.
billions of dollars have been put in at this point, right?
Yeah.
And
You don't hear that.
I don't know how he did it. I have no idea.
Do you
Like,
think Forex will give me back my money that I put into drip? I mean, come on, man.
yeah,
It wasn't a
right,
lot, but it was a lot to me.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
So I just want to give props to BT, man.
Wow.
Like that dude, like people don't understand how amazing that dude is, man. Like I respect him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's a
I respect
that's a
BT.
Sorry to interrupt. That's a story I'd never heard. And like you
Yeah,
said, that
yeah,
shows the integrity. He, like you mentioned, he saw a bug. Hold on, and made did his best ability to do
yep, yep.
Okay. I
the good
First
say
job.
developer
let's
I've ever
cheers
seen that decided to
BT
give
right
their
now.
money back.
Let's all give one to BT
Hey,
for the
BT,
coding.
I, I,
Here's to BT.
Spirit. Cheers. I get cheers
Cheers.
with water.
man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, it's on the rocks. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah,
It's on the
yeah.
rock.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so no, I just wanted to say that was a really good story to let people know, man. Like I still don't even understand how he did that to this day. I'm like, wow. Like he
Yep.
actually refunded everybody's money. Everybody got their money back, and then he fixed the code within like a day or so, and then he was like, refresh, hard refresh, and then everybody jumped back in.
Yeah.
Now that was on the Tron network, right?
Yeah, that was on Tron. Yep. That's why I still rep Tron, just because like it's not so much about let me be clear about my whole Tron thing. It's not so much about just about the Tron network, right? It's about my beginning of my crypto journey
Mhm.
started on Tron. Like not started, but I mean like really took off on Tron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's where it really started. Like where I really like P3D was great, but once I got on Tron, that with Bankroll and then other little projects that I found, they obviously didn't last as long, but still made a nice little little kick, and it just kind of went from there. And then of course now we on Elephant Money on the BSC network, so it's
Remind,
a beautiful thing, man. It's beautiful, man.
it reminds me, kind of like you mentioned, the way you found Tron, similar to what you mentioned with BT, how
Yep.
you realized, hey, if I'm actually more accessible and something I can use, and something like a crypto kitty is blocking the whole network up. And like I know you both, you and I both recall, and I'm sure AG, you saw this into this last cycle, how expensive, like $50, $70, $100+ transaction fees just to do something where on Tron would be a few cents, or now BNB, right? Same thing, just a few cents, or 30 cents or so. And so it's I think that's what BT also saw as a developer, that hey, I want to build a community and build a dApp that people can access globally, right? It's not just for people who have whales and big spenders in the space. It's something that people on all financial levels, right, have access to. And with Elephant Money, with all the different products that are offered, he's made that kind of mission come true. So I think BNB, shout out to BNB, because they're once again letting the globe access these really cool dApps. But yeah, man, that's a really cool story. Shout out to Tron, shout out to P3D, shout out to BT on Flow, fixing the code in 24 hours.
Man,
devs around the world,
devs
around the world, raise your hand if you've ever fixed a multi-million-dollar piece of code, right, in 24 hours, right? I have a few friends who are in banking, and I know how crazy that is from a software side. So these guys stay up all night drinking Red Bulls and stuff and trying to get the network. And dude, I can't imagine like dealing with money, like and then bam, fixes it. And
yeah, I don't know how he did it, man. I mean, he must have printed out, or I'm assuming probably what he did was he went onto the probably to Tron Scan, got all the transactions, and then put it on a spreadsheet, and then probably did a script. He probably made a script and then refunded, because he probably still had access to the deployer contract, because it's day one launch, you know what I'm saying? So he probably, pushed all the money back out. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah, and I'm not a developer, but that's what makes sense to me. So
that's always cool to hear him speak about the different pieces like that he solved, maybe from that instance, like the developer contract, and then how he's incorporated that now into Elephant Money and also the different products. Like that just shows you he's taken his winners and taking them all into one, stable together. So that's really cool. Yeah, what's going on, everyone? Yeah, Goldwyn is on a boat. Where do you guys want to go? Speaking of cruises and futures, did you happen to go on a cruise, Mason? That you?
Yeah. Actually, I did. Yeah, I went on a cruise. So me and my wife had a good time. My brother, and his wife. So we went on a cruise. Went to DR, Puerto Rico, and St. Martin, and it was on the Carnival cruise.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's so cool. We need to do a Elephant Money, the herd.
Yes, that would
for
be
sure.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll find, maybe we'll all go meet up, sleep at AG's house, and then we'll all go jump on the boat in the morning.
That's right there in Tampa. We can jump on it.
we
can call it the Bertha boat.
Yes. Yeah. But that's so cool, man. Yeah, like futures, it has that really cool flexibility where, right, it's like a high interest locked savings account. So you're feeding your futures, you're building up your cash flow. And then like, let's say you have an event like, oh, I want to go travel to this place, or I want to, buy a car in 6 months from now. You can just let that deposit build up. Boom, you have a sizable, reward amount, and use it for these sort of things, whether it be, like I said, some sort of lifestyle expense or just, something you want to buy. It's really rewarding, right, to see the fruits of your labor, because how you've been, diligently and disciplined, with your discipline of building your account, and then to see the fruits come out.
One of my members right there, my boy Nigel Jones. What's up, bro?
Shout out to Nigel Jones. What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Rugs to riches, man. When he's here, man, telling us the stories from the rugs to the riches, all between. Yeah. So yeah, shout out
So
to Futures, shout out to Nigel Jones, shout out to everyone, and Mason Army. Shout out to everybody.
so
Yeah.
I've been out of the loop. I wasn't here last week, but Zach, you told me that we were at 20 million in futures already. What's going on with that? Fill me in.
Yeah, just recently, in the last few hours, probably in the last day or so, we hit over $20 million in BUSD deposits. So that means, in total, the herd has raised over $20 million over the last, I can see here, elephant.money futures launched 303 days ago. That is insane. $20 million raised in less than a year for a native DApp with individual long-term investors who understand, that they're getting involved with, this DApp that has that
yield
0.5%.
burgers, man. Yield burgers. That's
Yield
what they are,
burgers.
man. Yeah.
Right. That's what
Yeah,
I love. Mason quoted that, AG. He told me that. He's like, I like to think of these as yield burgers. Right. That's what Elephant Money is cooking up and serving. And I was like, I like that because that's what these over $20 million of capital is looking for, these yield burgers. And it's great product market fit. Right. This is an insane metric and accomplishment to achieve on a blockchain or a native DApp. Right. This blows the water out of, any competition. And we did this in a bear market. So this is an incredibly bullish metric in my opinion. And it just shows the herd and the community we're building. And just, if there's also a really awesome stat that I like to see each day that shows the liability ratio when it comes to futures and other liabilities that are put on Bertha and the Treasury. And right now, futures is at a 0.17%, 0.17% of the total assets under management. So super healthy. The longevity aspect's looking really strong. And yeah, it's just another great milestone, feather in the cap to, take this moment to give a clap. Shout out to the herd. Let's all give a clap. Shout out to
Let's go, Elephant Money.
2030, right? Like this is something
you got.
To that. Yeah, drink to that. Yeah, like you said, we always can.
Zach, did you say take a drink for you too?
Yeah, take one for me, please. Yeah, you got to double.
Go ahead, take one more for me too.
Yeah, well, you got two mouths tonight, mine too. Yeah, man. And ultimately though, yeah, it's just really exciting to close out this year, and it looks really, just build strength and momentum going into 2024. Yep. So shout out to all the content creators. Shout out to all the people who like, share, retweet, all these little, facets of that we all can bring to the table. It all just makes this happen. This is all just community driven, right?
And definitely shout out to my boy SK, man. Like SK, bro. We got has SK been on here on the show?
No, not yet. He's committed to coming on, but
when you get SK on here, get me on here. So I definitely want to chat with SK, bro, for real.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely. He said he'll come on as soon as the schedule frees up. So
okay, I understand. He got the new baby and all that stuff. So
yeah, I understand. He's pretty busy. He's got his hands full with everything, with life.
I can understand that. Yeah, he's definitely killing it. So for sure.
So what is going on? Pete's in the house. He's saying B&B pumped on the settlement news. What's settlement news?
The last thing I heard was the we'll just say Gary G. He was asking for like $4 billion. That's the last thing I read on it. So did they settle, or what's going on with that?
Let's see here. According to Bloomberg,
they were saying they wanted CZ to pay $4 billion or something like that.
Yeah, isn't that pretty wild?
$4 billion with a B, billion.
Did you hear about that?
$4 billion.
Yeah, $4 billion, dude. I'm like, come on, bro. Like y'all are tripping.
Get out of jail free card. Just $4 billion, and you're good. That's what they're claiming. They'll drop multiple criminal charges. They're like, hey, we'll stop messing with you. We'll stop. That's
he should have replied back and said, "I'll pay you $4 billion worth of, or not worth of, but $4 billion."
Wow. So they actually
FF or what is it? XFFF or whatever. What's the Sam Bankman-Fried's token?
FTT.
Yeah,
$4 billion.
FTT. Yeah, $4 billion.
Yeah,
Or
FTX. Yep.
I was gonna say send them 4 billion of BNB token and then burn it like when it's in their wallet. Like
Oh no, that would actually be a really good idea. The
yeah.
price of BNB would skyrocket.
Yes,
Mm.
something funny like that. But right here, this is it's he said, she said. It says according to Bloomberg, Binance by month's end might be paying what by a month they're going to gather up their 4 billion and like here you go like who said
That's crazy. That's
anyway.
crazy, man.
Yeah. So
Oh
apparently
man.
the market likes that, and I think like we discussed, it's Binance has had nonstop FUD and fear, uncertainty, doubt. So something like this has provided relief, right? Whenever the market event occurs, right, then it's now over, and so this might look like the bottom signal for BNB. This
Right.
might be a
So,
clear
so
bottom.
but here's my question though. Here's my question. If they settle, if it is, everything is true,
Mhm.
then will they drop the FUD on BUSD? Will Paxos come back and
No,
support BUSD?
I think
no, Paxos.
they've retired the
Mhm.
digital currency. I think that they've
Okay.
haven't they also is it with PayPal that they started a new I don't know if I'll look it up in a second, but what I'm getting at is I don't think they would retract on BUSD. I think
Yeah.
they're sunsetting it and but I think it definitely looks bullish for for Binance chooses to use as their
Now,
stable coin.
I think Binance decided to use US. What is it?
Let's go.
TUSD, something
Oh,
like
True
that.
True USD.
TUSD. I think that was it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they have a
Okay.
stake. They have ownership in that stable coin. I
Yeah, the
believe.
only way I move is USDC. That's the only one I move in.
So, what do you think? Do you think BT is going to move to a different stable coin with futures?
I mean, the last he was talking about it, well, so there were two of them. The first time he's talking about, he said he was going to go, BNB, BNB in, BNB out, and then let the UI or let the back office calculate it as the dollar, and then when you cash out, you'll just get that equivalent of BNB with the dollar. But then recently he did another talk about it. He just said he's going to leave it as is and just let BUSD phase out. So I don't think he's gonna change futures as of right now. I think it's still gonna be in BUSD based on my understanding.
Yeah,
What,
Um,
what do you
but
think,
that was
Zach?
the last I heard about it. So I
yeah,
guess
I agree with Mason. There's a lot of on-chain liquidity, and I think that the peg will maintain, and there will be that. Right now, they still have a redemption
yeah,
service, I believe, as well. So overall, I think it's going to be fine. And if there is the case, like Mason was just mentioning, it'll be migrated over to BNB payout, and you'll just get paid out in the dollar
yeah,
amount in BNB. So he'll stay flexible with it. And shout out to CryptoZoa in the chat. He mentioned that BNB's, Elephant Money Elephant pumped as well with the news. Elephant's
yep,
up 7.4% today. Almost right now we're at 45 cents per million. That's awesome.
Are you
And yeah,
serious?
it's shout out to Patrick as
Oh,
well, one of the also incredible contributors who's helped us reach that $20 million figure we were just discussing. Like all of these superheroes in our community really just come together and we build this awesome decentralized bank together. It's pretty fascinating.
yeah.
So
you
we'll
guys
See,
be
got
the cool thing about us kind of with the price fluctuating with the whole BNB FUD and all that kind of stuff, that just allows Bertha to get more cheap trunk, and we're just loading up that spring. So when we do get news like this, we just get that exponential pop up, and I think
exactly.
that's the thing that people aren't understanding. Like I said before, which I appreciate when people are like, no sell shaming. Yeah, don't, because people don't understand when people buy elephant, we win, and when people sell elephant, we win. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, and then just making sure that people actually use the buy with Bertha and the sell with Bertha, because when you sell with Bertha, that elephant that you sell, you get a discount, and it's going directly back to the elephant treasury, aka Bertha. So it just needs to be a little bit better education out there and explain to people. Of course you could sell the pancake, but why would you when you're paying a higher fee? Why not just sell with Bertha and it goes directly to the Bertha contract? Um, and another thing that people don't understand, just like I think EMH and some other people have done, even if all the holders sold all their elephant would not go to zero. Like actually, it would just get us to that exponential supply shock immediately. right?
Mhm.
So that's the beautiful thing about it. I mean, I don't think people really understand how elephant works, and
No.
people got like BT says, people got to book up, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think all of us, even this show does a lot of help, does a lot of good as people each week join the herd, start learning about elephant money. They start
Yep.
hearing, oh, Bertha, oh, I see, okay. And then, all these little pieces of the puzzle come together and they get that aha moment and they see how this protocol is just continuing to suck up capital. It's a black hole and it's just paying out consistent yield burgers to all the members of the herd
Yep.
and helping the elephant token go parabolic. That's all it comes down to.
Exactly. And let me expand on that whole yield burgers thing, right? So BT, I got it. So, pretty much from Bank Teller, he was like, like the McDonald's reference that he made,
Mhm.
right? Talking about McDonald's, like why do people go to McDonald's? They want the fries and they want the burgers. I mean, obviously there's other items, but the main thing they started with burgers, right? So the thing that futures does is generates yield. So to make it make sense to people, yield burgers. You see what I'm saying? Because the yield is like your food, like burgers. So, that's the biggest way that I can try to get people to understand it. And you have to understand that there has to be a product and a service that a project is providing, or a blockchain project is providing, that generates the sustainability of the whole system. And that's what it is. Those yield burgers is what people keeps making people come back to get more and more of. I can't stop getting my yield. Why would I stop getting my yield? I love my
Yeah,
yield.
for real.
Like, why would I do that?
Yeah. It's so, and
So
man, the numbers
yeah.
don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. I have Dune
Mhm.
Analytics pulled up here, the futures, and like you're saying, each day we can see what the total value growth is for
Yep.
BUSD. So this is cash deposits each day to here on 11/20. This is almost the end of the day, but right now we're at $123,000 deposited, and withdrawals 15,000. Yesterday 183,000, the day before 143, 317. So we're growing at a really fast rate right now, and the
Yep.
withdrawals, you can see it. It's right now, it's less than even 10% withdrawal rate. If you look at the very top, there's a metric right here. I see it's 15% withdrawal rate to deposit ratio. So
Mhm.
all of these metrics just show how Bertha, like we're saying, in times of when everyone's distracted, they're like, what's going on over here, over there, that shiny object? Bertha is just munching away and getting fed all of these deposits from futures, just hoarding the token. And it's so sensitive right now. So yeah, it's the elephant money. Keep learning if you're new to the ecosystem. But the key to it all is that Bertha is the friendly whale who's here to help you out with your financial freedom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mason,
So
do you have any NFTs?
Yeah, actually I do. Yeah, I do.
Do you like that side of the ecosystem or not?
Oh, most definitely. The biggest thing that people need to understand about the NFTs, I would say the NFTs are at least a 2, maybe 3 year play. I don't think it's going to take that much longer, to be honest with you. I'll say, I'll say 2 years, or 2 to 3 years, because the way that I look at my NFTs, each one, okay, each
Mhm.
one of my NFTs are like a Miami beachfront condo. That's the way I look at it. That's how I look at my NFT. I will never sell my NFT. And so, so my property value of my NFT is going to go up. My rent on my NFT will go up because I get paid an elephant. So that's like getting rent, every day. And, so why would I sell that? And I have zero, you know, dang near zero overhead. I don't know if you cuss on your show, but I have dang near zero overhead. Okay. I
Go
have
ahead,
dang
man.
zero overhead, on my NFT versus if you actually own, now I'm not knocking real world condo. I'm not saying like, hey, don't get that, but I'm just saying think about it. You
Mhm.
have to buy this condo, you have to maintain the yard, you have to maintain the property, you got to maintain your equipment, your furnace, your all that stuff. You don't have to do that with an NFT. You just buy it and hold it. That's it. and it earns you elephant. I mean, how much better could it get? You know? So yeah, I'd say probably 2 years from now, you know,
So you got
NFT
a
will be
2-year
ranked
play, huh?
in- huh?
I said, so you got a 2-year outlook on that?
Yeah, I got a 2-year outlook on my NFT. Yep. Let's see.
Gotcha. How many
I'm
do you have? Do you mind sharing or no?
I can share. I got 20 NFTs.
20? Nice.
Yeah, I got 20
Okay.
right now. Yeah, my goal, I'm gonna start probably buying maybe at least 4 a month here pretty soon, probably next couple months. So you better get your NFTs or else I'll buy them all. You better get ready.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people like you, Mason, who have either their futures or even their NFT stack built up in such a way that they can start minting every few
Yep,
days or even every week a new
exactly.
NFT. And people get mad at the OGs who once again are working right now while everyone's all distracted. The
Yep,
people who are following Bertha's lead and they're building their NFT collection, they're building their futures, right? They're building their
Hmm.
elephant bag. And then when, like I said, and when everyone's talking and jumping and celebrating, all of these people are already ready. And shout out to Wolfman, like he just mentioned in the chat, right? This NFT, I've looked and dabbled a little bit. I'm more into DeFi
exactly.
myself.
Cryptozoa, exactly. You got it,
Yeah,
brother.
Hmm.
yeah,
Yep,
it's
over the
there's no
target. Over
comparison
the
with
target.
NFT marketplace that's liquid and also paying you high yield. And like CryptoZoe is saying, right, every 10K that double immediate value, there's going to be that a huge each round there's that FOMO at the end of the round, and then the subsequent market activity. Bertha's eating all of that activity during
Yep.
that as well. So
And let me jump in here real quick, Zach. So like one thing that people don't understand, and just like we had talked about that the video Zach and I did, that flywheel effect will kick in. So
Hmm.
think about it. If you have multiple NFTs, like in my case, my NFTs will allow me to go buy more NFTs. If I'm generating let's say $1,000 a month at some point, then I can go and buy, 1 or 2 NFTs, of course, depending on what round we are.
Hmm.
And also my futures, probably by March, I'm gonna have a nice, let's just say potentially over 100K in the futures, right?
Hmm.
So if I want to go ahead and start buying NFTs, my futures will be able to buy my NFTs for me. And then I'll still probably have some money left over to take care of whatever I need to take care of. You see what I'm saying? But right now I'm just in the build phase and I'm just building, growing, growing, growing. And then, that's what the flywheel effect will allow everybody to do. And just like with your farm position too, same
Hmm.
thing with your farms. You'll be able to take your passive trunk that you're earning on top of your trumpet. So like you can take your farms, put your trunk that you're earning in your farms and put that into trumpet, to mint, your trumpet that can grow. And then also you can use that to go buy, get more NFTs as well. And you can also use your farms to go get more in your future. So
That's
it's,
right.
my God, it's
So
just infinite feedback loop, infinite
so
feedback loop.
I'm glad you started this little topic because this is my favorite. My favorite part about elephant money is that there's so many different scenarios that you guys can do to build your own financial
Yep.
freedom.
Yep.
yeah,
So I want to dig deeper into this. I want to go. I'll start first. I'll tell you my strategy,
Okay. Yeah, go
and
ahead.
then Mason, you tell me yours, and then Zach,
I'm ready. I'm down.
I know you got probably a secretive. You don't want the government to know.
I'm open book. Yeah,
All right,
buy
so
elephant. Yeah.
so of course I've got a pretty healthy bag of elephant.
Yep.
That's my biggest part of the ecosystem is elephant token. I've got probably 1 billion left of tokens to go before I'm done buying elephant. For my personal, where my goals that I've set, and then I'll put money into probably futures after that point, or the farms. So right now, when Trump gets back to peg, I should be making about $3,000 a month on my farms,
Nice.
and then I'll be taking that and $200 each week out of that going to my Stampede, which I've got about full transparency. When we get back to peg, I should have roughly 100,000 in Stampede. And
Nice.
then not farms, but futures, I am still building that up from scratch. I'm about at $1,000. Super low. I'm not a big baller in farm or in futures yet, but I'm trying to get there. I've got my goals. I'm going focus here and focus there.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's the thing, real quick,
So,
that sometimes that'll shift depending on what's going on in your life. You know,
yeah, exactly.
that's a key thing to point out too. But go ahead. I don't want to
Yeah, yeah.
interrupt.
So I've got 25 NFTs. My plan is right now, which it changes when as the price goes up of elephant, I'm going to take that what I earn each month off of my NFTs. I'll sell and just live off that. And of course, my farms will be feeding my um, futures and Stampede until they get to a certain level. I think my Stampede level, I'm going to try to max that out at 1 million before I start withdrawing. Futures, I think I'll go to 100K and then I'll start feeding off that. But that's my strategy, and it might change next week. Who knows?
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of elephant. Like everyone has their own different strategies.
Yep.
There's just I love it, man. I love it.
What was the order you said right now, though? So get 1 more billion elephant, and then do I'm sorry, the order
Yeah,
that
so
you're focusing on.
Yeah, so I have a goal for my elephant token. I think it's 1 billion. Actually, it might be a little less than 1 billion, like 900 million is all I have to go before I hit my goal, my personal goal for elephant.
Mhm.
And then I'll start funding probably futures or my farms
Okay, cool.
because I've got 25 NFTs, and I
hit
feel
your
like
goal for
that's
NFTs. Yeah.
I did. I was going to go with 30, but that goal changed, and I decided to migrate that money into elephant. Basically, I just wanted to try to buy elephant.
Yeah. That's a great plan. I think, like you said, you have your focuses, and now you can, like you said, slowly build your bag and accumulate. So I think that's great. What about you, Mason? Like you're next to bat. I'm out.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So basically for me, like I'm pretty happy with my elephant holdings. Very, very, very nice holdings on my elephant bag. I also have 2 Stampede accounts. So one of them, in just full disclosure, because I'm not really going to go into exact amounts, but because I
Sure.
have, one of them on my actual hot wallet, I'm probably like once we get back to FAG, I'm probably going to actually sell that one. Just because I don't like the fact that it's on my hot wallet. So I'm probably just going to drain that one out because I have 2 of them which is actually the equal value, somewhere around there. So probably going to go ahead and sell that one, and then I'm going to take the proceeds from that and probably go ahead and put it into my futures account, or I might just go buy a shit ton of NFTs. I don't know. I don't know what
Mason's
the hell I'm
coming
gonna
for 'em. Watch out, guys. Better watch out.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So y'all just better be ready. Now, I
So
will say that
you got 2 Stampedes,
I have 2
and
Stampedes.
one of
Yeah.
them's on a hot wallet.
One of them is on a hot wallet and one of them is on a ledger wallet.
So the hot wallet, you're just whenever it gets back to peg, you're selling, or do you have a dollar figure that you're going?
They
Yeah, I'm
also
just gonna sell it. Yep. I'm
sorry to
gonna
jump in real quick, Mason. I think BT mentioned about even the Stampede migration feature, just like we have futures migration between wallets. I think so. Even if it's on a hot wallet, I'm just saying, you can always move.
No,
it to
I got you. But I mean, here's my thing. I have a
true.
nice for me, right? No, I appreciate that. For me, I have a nice futures account. I have 2 very nice Stampede accounts. I'm like, I think I'm good. I think I'd rather just take the cash and take care of what I need to take care of,
So are you letting that one build
wife,
up right
family, stuff like that. And then, like I said, NFTs, maybe bolster up my farms even more. But like I said, this is kind of what I'm thinking about right now. All this is subject to change. That's the beautiful thing about elephant. Nothing is in concrete, because the time that you're ready to do it, your whole mind might change.
Yeah,
Also,
I've changed my plan like 5 or 6 times.
yeah, and you never know. BT might come out with something new. So that if he comes out with something new, that throws everything out of the water. Like you're like, oh, okay, let me let me rethink this whole thing. But anyway, let me keep going. So yeah, so I have my NFTs. I'm not gonna worry about my NFT, like trying to, like I said, I'm probably gonna try to get more within the next month or so. But I'm not gonna go like super, super heavy until we get like maybe like I'd probably say like 18,000 into round 2. So like basically when we have 2,000 more NFTs, that's when I'll start like panicking, like panic buying. somewhere around there, maybe 15,000. You only have like 5,000 left, because like the way I see it, like as soon as you hit like 15 to like make like 5,000 to 3,000 NFTs left, it becomes a feeding frenzy. Everybody's like, oh, I gotta get NFTs.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so as far as futures, I'm sorry, farms. My goal in farms is to hit 1 million trunk. So not gonna say where I am there, but my goal is to hit like 1 million plus in farms in trunk. So when we get back to now, here's the thing that I heard.
1 million trunk tokens or 1 million token paid out per month?
No. So
Because that'd be insane. We gotta be
I got
clarified
you.
here.
Over 1 million trunk that's calculated as my TVL in farm.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right. So
I was gonna say, damn.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
He's
we-
getting there. A couple more years.
Look, hear me out. Here's the thing that I heard you, AG, and your co-host, y'all were talking about, right? He was like, well, what if BT changes the APR? I don't care, because the thing is, for me personally, this is why I don't think he'll go below, in my personal opinion, I don't think he'll go below 20%, right?
You don't
Like
think so?
25%. Because he has us at a 10x right now, and we're at an adjusted APR, right?
Mhm.
So even if we do go, like if he drops it down, let's say when we're at peg, because when it goes to peg, it'll be 125%, right? Yeah. So if he drops it down to 25%, even at peg, with 1 million trunk, that's still nice, bro.
That is.
That's still nice.
That is.
And there's no penalty. There's no claim. There's no, there's no penalty with it. You just claim like you need to and keep it moving.
So full transparency, I've got like a little over 30,000 trunk in farms.
Okay.
And
now is that your total value, or is that like
that's my total?
Okay,
that's my total. So I've got like 15,000. I got like 6.
Okay, yeah. Because you get that 2x. You get that 2x.
Yeah, because I got that 2x. So my theory is, if he decides to cut that in half or take away that 2x, I still got 15 in there. That'll give me about $1,500 basically per month that I can put to the flywheel effect, where I don't have to put in any more fresh capital. I can just sell that, put that into farms or my Stampede. So that was my mindset. I'm like, I want enough to where I could pay $200 a month and do these two other aspects and then live off those two things.
Got
so
you.
That's my strategy for farms.
Got you. Here's my personal opinion. I don't think he's going to get rid of that 2x, because think about it. The whole reason that I believe why he did the 2x was to give you credit for your blue chip that you put with it. That's where the 2x comes from.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't think he's going to get rid of 2x. Now, what he might do is decrease the APR. You see what I'm saying? So remember how it's right. It's like when you go to farms to look at it, it says 10x. So he might drop it down to 5 or 2x or whatever. I'm talking about for the APR.
Look at this girl, Georgia. I will talk to you about that stuff later. Just you're messing up the flow of the show.
She said, I need to hire a new elephant money too. Hey,
she's my coworker. She's my coworker.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She actually just won a brand new NFT, the first one.
Oh, so, nice! Wow. Hey, congratulations.
She's my each one teach one. So
got you.
Give her some love over there.
Legit. This is awesome, right? She's like, whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot to the ecosystem.
Yeah. So here's what I'm saying, right? So I think, in my opinion, I think farms is definitely a good long-term play. Now, okay, let me give you another strategy. Now, this is just OG strategy, right? Double OG strategy, right? Okay. Now, check this out. You got to look at. Now we're going to get to the macro. Okay, we're going to get into what's going on in the macro view. Bitcoin ETF potentially, right? Ethereum ETF potentially, right? And possibly even XRP, because that hasn't been confirmed yet. We had a big shenanigans over that, but if the XRP gets an ETF, exchange traded funds, right? So check this out. If you go and get some Ethereum or some Bitcoin, now I'm not saying to do this. Only do this if you're good in your futures and you have your elephant back. If you do not have that, do not do this. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. Focus on futures. Focus on your elephant token. But if you're good on that, I'm telling you, the farms is another good play. So what you can do is get your Ethereum, get you some Bitcoin, get you some trunk, get into the farms. When we get an Ethereum ETF pass or a Bitcoin ETF pass, and again, this is not financial advice. This is speculative. I want to be 100% clear. We don't know what it's going to do to the price, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get a nice bump if it does get approved, right? So what I'm saying is, what you do is at that point, say you get a couple Ethereum, right? And let's say you get 10 Ethereum. I'm just throwing some numbers out. I'm just gonna say Ethereum is 2,000 just to keep it simple. Say Ethereum does a 4x, okay, and you have 10 Ethereum in your farms right now. Then you could break up your farms and then sell your Ethereum and then go right back in the farms with USDC. That's one of my strategies that I'm going to be doing.
So you're going to have multiple farms, basically.
I'm going to have multiple farms. I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, and I have XRP. XRP hits $20, and you got 27,000 XRP in your farm. Bam! You break up your farm, you sell your XRP, put it in USDC. That way you don't have to worry about breaking it up again. You have, you take a percentage that you're comfortable with. Go buy more trunk and build your farm back up. Money maker right there, man.
There it is. Hey, that's a good strategy. I think I'm doing that.
G right there.
That's the first Mason that I've heard of.
I got way more secrets like that. Like just
spill them. Why are you keeping them, man? Come on.
Hey,
share the wealth, baby. Come on.
That's for alpha, bro. That's really good.
We gotta get to that conversation. I'll talk about it. Yeah. But yeah, farms. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on these farms, man.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a mastermind. Honestly, I think people are sleeping on farms because a few months ago, BT and SK, they were kind of like, no, farms is the least of your guys' worry. We think that might change, because I actually had a conversation in Telegram with BT, and I asked him, hey, are you going to get rid of farms? Because that was the rumor floating around. And I'm like, man, I just funded farms. Why are we doing this? It finally clicked for me. And he wrote to me, he goes, do what you think, whatever you feel like the answer is, you do it. And I'm like, that was kind of crappy. I'm like, give me a straight answer, man.
Right.
But
right answer. Right.
Yeah, so but I decided to stick with it, and I think it was a perfect play so far. Hopefully nothing changes. He made a comment, I think like 2 weeks ago, that he thought everything was good and where he was going to start buttoning it up, and so that made me feel good about my farm's position, or not. Yeah, I guess my farm's position, because
Got you.
I was nervous, man. I thought everyone was like, buy NFTs, sell your farms and buy NFTs back when the first round was going on, and that's what Goldwyn did. And I was like, I don't know, man. I want to keep some farms.
Yeah. Farms is good, man. Farms.
I was gonna mention that Mason strategy right there. That's the first time I've heard that one kind of spelled out. That's a great way, like you're saying, you want to still kind of trade the market or have exposure to other projects.
Yeah, just to have exposure. You never know what's gonna happen.
And then like you said, boom, one-stop shop. You take your profits and put it right back into a money-making farm. So it's so cool how all in one house you can be trading the market and be taking profit and putting it into a high yield, high yield liquid savings account. That's insane,
right? Because think about it. If you just buy Bitcoin, whether it's on a native chain or not, Bitcoin Core or Ethereum Core, however you want to look at it, why just buy Ethereum and just sit it there when you could buy Ethereum, or either buy your Ethereum, split it in half. So like, say you buy one E, that's $2,000. You can cut it in half. Do half and half. That's 1,000 Ethereum, 1,000 trunk, and then throw it into the farm. Or you could buy one E and then buy 1 ETH worth of trunk and then pair it into the farm. And then when Ethereum goes up during the bull run, boom, you got immediate money that you just made off your Ethereum. You keep your trunk onto the side, and then you sell your Ethereum, and then you pair it back up again in your farm. And this time goes stablecoin. Unless you want to be more DGen, do some more DGen plays. But me personally, I don't. If I make profit, I lock it up and keep it moving. Like I'm not gonna play around with it. You know what I mean? Because you end up messing around. If you don't know what you're doing, you're just gonna lose money. Because you'll take that profit, buy something else, and then it just goes bloop. Then you just lost all your money. So it's better to just take your winnings, put it in USDC, put it back in the farm, and keep making more. And then you take the money, the trunk that you're earning from your farm, and that's what you do. You go buy more futures, buy more elephant, buy more NFTs, buy more blue chip. I mean, the cycle just keeps going. I mean, it just keeps on giving. I mean, it's beautiful. It almost makes you want to cry. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. That was awesome. And I wanted to give a shout out to Cryptozoa, who mentioned in a comment just a moment ago that, futures helps him retire. So shout out to Cryptozoa. That's huge. I can't wait to have him on Rugs to Riches, because that's we'd love to hear his story and share the different experiences and that huge accomplishment. Elephant Money is awesome. I can't wait to keep seeing all of these testimonies come out of how different products and services have allowed people to achieve various levels of financial freedom. So that's super awesome. I'll do shout out to Cryptozoa. That's really cool, guy. Cool, man. Shout out. But yeah, Mason, that's awesome. Is it my turn now, AG?
Yeah. I want to hear yours. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I see people in the chat mentioning, everyone has their own strategy. And like we talk about, everyone has their own time horizons. And for me, I've kind of designed my portfolio so it's heavier on a longer time horizon. I still use a lot of the products that are used to spend today, like building up your futures or building up your NFTs, so that I have capital I can spend and invest in other areas and recycle and build up my positions larger. But for me, I really like the elephant token. And anytime, awesome. We got to put them on the list, AG.
Cryptozoa, hit me up on Telegram. It's AG_crypto crazy.
And if not, we'll reach out to you. Don't worry, we got you.
Yeah.
Man. And for me, so I heard people talking about, after Bertha's full, BT needs to make Nelly. And I said, wait a minute, that's already my strategy. I already have a Benjamin, Bart, Bertha, Patrice, and Bethany that are all being fed right now. So my goal is to build my own herd, my own Bertha's cousins and offsprings, for that same intention. I like to think of it the same way Bertha does, right? She's spending 0.17% of her assets each day. So I would like to design a portfolio where in a few years from now, I can spend 0.1% a day of the total value or whatever it may be, and follow kind of Bertha's perfect place strategy. So that's something I heavily favor. I still buy the elephant token. I'm still accumulating. I think this $20 Bitcoin supply adjusted value is a very cheap value. I recommend anyone getting into Elephant Money, right? We're talking about all the other kind of great products, but definitely the elephant token, you got to get your elephant bag up to 10 billion, which currently right now, what's the market value? That'd be 4,500 US dollars, right? Or anywhere between 100 billion, which would be 45,000 US dollars. I highly recommend to just DCA, right? Your 200, your 100, right? Go drive Uber, go get something Uber Eats. I can't stress enough. I've taken these kind of just small little sacrifices to try to put together some money to have $300 deposits and stuff like that. And over time, you look, years gone by, 2023 is almost over. But imagine the people who, DCA'd consistently just with small portions of money, right? They're up huge no matter what you chose. That if you just DCA'd into Elephant, if you just add it to your futures regularly. So I can't stress enough, it's the time component. So we're using time and money to get more money and over time. So start today if you haven't. But for me, like I said, I'm building my little elephant circus, and I'm the ringleader. And that's kind of my goal is to. I also, I do a monthly compound for futures. That's getting up there. It's in the 5-figure range, but hopefully 6 figures this time next year. And then I would say for Stampede, I had purchased $80,000 worth of trunk at market at $1 USD, and I had that in Stampede. And then I did win the, I believe it might have been I don't think it was max deposit. It had to be the random raffle winner one time, and that was
Nice.
20,000 trunk. So I have 100,000 trunk in Stampede, and yeah, awesome, yeah. And thanks, Patrick. And what I've done with my Stampede account, as many people who have large Stampede, I recommend to keep, like you mentioned, either you're building your farms with that trunk you're gaining, or maybe you're compounding in Stampede, or maybe you're selling it for futures. There's all these different ways you can go about it. But for me personally, I really like Trumpet. Right, that's why I think is a sleeping giant. It's
yeah,
part of
exactly.
part of the protocol we don't speak a lot because, like I said, Elephant will get you the most money over, like I said, 5, 6, 7 years. If you are, 3, 4, 5, something like that. If you can have that delayed gratification, and you want to grow with the project's growth and adoption, then Elephant's for you. But like I was just mentioning, um, my little train of thought there, the uh, futures compounding. Oh, Trumpet. Right, Trumpet is, I believe, 112% APR right now, for its just the Trumpet price, and I think it's 92% APR in Trunk's price. So essentially, though, yeah, we're at like 100% APR right now in Trumpet. So I'm personally taking my Stampede and minting new Trumpet with it on the regular, and yeah, that's my kind of focus right now. I have a sizable kind of income and other streams of income where I'm fortunate enough to have my elephant money bag continue to grow, and that's what I'm just looking to keep being ready for. I'm just like Bertha. I just want to follow her lead, right? Just build, build, build right now when everyone's looking at this or that. But right now, look, BNB good, just barely. This is really good news in my opinion, right? And boom, we jump 8% in one day. And this is with, like we talked about, there's no human buyers brought that up 8%. That was simply
Yeah.
BNB's
Yeah.
appreciation. And
So,
woo,
so Zach, I got a question for you.
yeah.
This aggravates the hell out of me. Okay. Let me just
Okay.
say, I am with you on building your elephant bag and DCA. I've got $324 in Robinhood that I'm transferring over to buy more elephant. I was planning on doing that today, but my bank won't deposit the money into Robinhood until tomorrow, so I'm going to buy it tomorrow. Does it make you mad when the price jumps up 8% right before you buy? Because it drives me crazy, man. I'm like, no, why
it's a
can't you wait till Wednesday?
Right? And that's how fate will get you. The day you buy it will go
Oh,
down 8%, and the day that you want to buy it, and you
It'll
can't.
go up
That's the
on
day
you.
it will go up.
oh, dude,
So
it makes me so angry, but at the same time, I'm like, well, the price went up. That's a good thing, I guess.
yeah,
Like,
you grit your teeth and smile, and you still buy. And like you said,
ah,
it's
yes.
Hey, but
right.
that's why it's DCA, man. It don't matter when you buy it. It's
Yeah.
dollar cost
Yeah,
averaging.
It is.
yeah. Because
So I have a personal goal to get to a dollar amount, or not a dollar amount, but a figure of elephant tokens.
yeah,
Yeah.
Now, do you have the same thing, or are you just like, I don't care how many I have, I'm just going to keep buying no matter what?
Okay, let me take this one. Let me take this one.
I'll jump in after. Go ahead.
Okay.
So for me, like, I'm not saying I'm not buying any more elephant, but let's just say that I'm good, right? For the most part.
What is
Now,
good? Are you a trillionaire? Are you the number 2 holder that sold?
hey, I will
No,
never tell. All right,
Ace has got
but,
diamond hands.
but here's
My
what I'm
little
saying.
secret.
Right? Yeah. But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. So the one thing you got to understand about your elephant. I mean, obviously, at some point, for the most part, we're all going to sell at some point, right? But don't
Well,
sell all your elephant. Yeah. Don't sell all your elephant. Like
mhm.
50x, 100x, 1000x, whatever it's gonna be. Don't sell all your elephant. This is all I want to talk about. Don't sell all your
Yeah,
elephant because
I want
think
to.
about it. Your elephant that you have is earning reflections.
Mhm,
So that is going to be like a passive income as well, just like having NFT, because
mhm,
the amount of elephant that you have, whether it's whether it's a billion, a trillion, 100 billion, it doesn't really matter because as the price of the elephant, keeps appreciating, the
mhm.
amount of reflections that you're going to get are going to be equal in the dollar value.
Yeah.
Basically, depending on how much you have, is going to be a decent dollar value when the elephant price starts to appreciate. So, like, pretty soon people are going to be like, "Oh, I'm a hundred, I'm a 100 million elephant there." They're gonna be like a billion is going to be unachievable at
Yeah.
some
Mhm.
point. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be like
100%. Yeah.
astronomical. It's gonna be like, oh my god, you're a billionaire. Like, forget trillionaires. It's gonna be like, Jay, you're a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
so that's all I want to say. Like, just always make sure you hold some elephant. When obviously you do what you got to do, but I'm just saying, like, just make sure you hold some elephant and just keep that as like your principal, and then you can just sell your reflections as the price continues to go up. That's all I want to say. Just something to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. That's so true. Never cut down the whole tree, and
Yeah,
especially your winners. Yeah, like you said, you can sell just a portion and what you need to. And this is your generational wealth bag. So
yeah,
dig into it sparingly. But yeah, just that's kind of back to your question for my personal right. I think it's just like a personal philosophy. I try not to put like a limit or like a number on it. I just want
Mhm.
more. Like you just mentioned, it went up 8%. I would have just. I'm still buying like. I'm like, I'm indifferent towards the price right now because is it 45 cents per million or is it 25 cents per million or is it 65 cents per million? Right. I have dimes and nickels in front of me. Right. I'm okay with all of those prices because I
yep,
know the value. Look how just of us getting together and just look at the kind of, the infrastructure that's being built with the community outside of just, it just gives me so much bullish vibes. We're at the bottom of the market. So, for me, that's kind of where my mind personally is at. And yeah, I buy and I'm buy and hold and diamond hands. And but that's kind of my kind of take on it. And
So,
but
so
yeah,
I was just doing the math right now. So where I'm at, if we 50x, I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to be 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. But if we 50x, um, full transparency, because I've got some Jack and
right,
Coke.
is that
Things are
kind of
coming out now. I'm feeling
right,
good. You know,
tell us?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
hey.
So my goal is 150 billion. Okay, 50x from now, I'll be over 300 or $3 million. I think I'll
Wow.
sell a million of that. That'll leave me with 100 billion left to get reflections, and that should $1 million should be able to satisfy me for a little while. I think
Right.
So
That should
that's
satisfy you for a bit. You know
yeah,
what I
just
mean?
for a bit. It all depends. Who gets in
I
office and what
Yeah,
inflation looks like, but
yeah. Very-
that's my goal for elephant token.
yep.
Yeah,
And
150 or 150 is my buying point, and then I'll go into somewhere else.
AG, I
Crypto,
want
so
us.
full transparency. Yeah,
And AG, I want us to get together when it's up 40x and you're getting ready, when you're at 2.5
yeah.
million,
I'll be on
right?
pins and
And
needles. Ooh,
Yeah, I
should
know,
I
right?
sell
I know,
now?
right? Should I sell? Should I
Do I
wait?
do it now?
no, and what I was saying is, and like you said, build a plan. You're like, hey, I want to, have this much for a down payment on this property, or I wanted this or that. Like, have that concrete vision and plan on in writing. Because, like you
Mhm.
just were mentioning, you'll have all this capital, and it's about managing it well, right?
Yeah,
Because you don't want to
That's
get
right.
excited or emotional. You want to be like, okay, I'm putting 40,000 there. Okay, 10,000 here. We're gonna have our farm, whatever it may be. But
Exactly.
I'm excited. I want us to do that, like you said, in a year from now or whenever
yeah.
it may
Mhm.
Put
be.
me down too. Yeah, because here I'm glad we're talking about this, right? Because like it takes us beyond just the crypto. So it's like once we get those that capital, you know what I mean? We'll
Mhm.
just say that capital, that level of capital. then we're gonna need to lean. We're gonna need to have a group to lean on each other. Like, okay, how do I, what kind of property do I want to buy? Do I want to buy gold? Do I want to buy this? Do I want to build, buy a company? Like, because they're like, it's good to have our money in the crypto sphere, but we also want to have our money in the real world too.
Both
You know,
ways. Yeah.
Exactly.
Diversifying all assets. I
yeah.
agree. Yep.
Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, put me down for that, and that way we can all come together. Because I already know what I want to do. I definitely want to buy some property. That's
Same
one of
here.
the biggest things I want to do. I want to be live near water. I want to have like anywhere between 5 to maybe 8 acres of land. Stuff like that. So
Yeah,
and
that's definitely what
build
we'll be
compound.
having these discussions, right? Like you're
Yep.
mentioning it. That's how you're saying, because by having strong leadership, that's how we all keep our community with our wealth within our community as well.
Yep.
Like you're mentioning, taking down, saving your bag and spending in a smart manner. One story for myself on this last exponential run, I sold a third of my elephant bag at the time. This is before I knew about the project tokenomics, all this kind of stuff. Right. But I still held, 2/3 of my bag because I understood this principle. And because of that, I've since bought that back and more. And it's just, it's so key to keeping wealth within a community over the long term. And financial, BT has helped us with the tools. And it's so cool because that's also what's so cool he mentions is, financial services and banking. This is the final stop for wealth. So while we will, like you mentioned, diversify, I think, just from, I think majority of my wealth will be in elephant money for my life and, moving forward. It just has that, it has that longevity and sustainability built within. And I think generations to come, I think our kids and kids may be having these same kind of calls. I pray to God they are. I hope they will be enjoying the fruits of our labor and the success of the protocol, because that's its vision. And I think it will manifest with our efforts. Yeah.
Yep.
So Mason, do you have anything in Trumpet or not?
Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah, I have.
Okay, because I don't remember you saying anything about that.
Yeah. No, I definitely have Trumpet. And matter of fact, that's what I'm using my farms for, to help me buy up more. I just take the Trumpet that I earn in farms and then just put it back in put it in the Trumpet. And I really use it for a lot of different things. Like, there's a new project that I want to just play around with, then that's what it's there for. That's what that yield is there for. So play around in that, or buy more futures, or buy more elephant, or put more in futures, buy more elephant token.
Yeah.
Whatever I
Mason,
want to do, buy
speaking
more
of that,
elephants.
can you tell us the story with Pepe? I know you got you got a good
Oh
bag,
yeah.
and
So yeah,
you brought it back to the bank, like BT mentions, when you
yeah.
win on different trades or different projects, bring it back to the bank. Go ahead,
Yeah,
share your story.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, elephant is the bank. I mean, that's how you want to look at it. So, when BT made that comment talking about Pepe, during that time frame, I made a move and bought some Pepe, and I was late. I was actually late when I bought it, and I think I came up like almost 15 grand just
Woo.
off of that Pepe move.
Damn.
And so I brought some of that back to the bank, man. And put it in my
Clap it
futures.
up.
And
That's a
yeah,
win right there. That's a good win.
so just making moves, man. You gotta. Hey, if BT says something, man, I jump on it. Like, I don't be hesitating. I'm like, oh, Pepe, what? All right, let's move. Let's do it. Let's bust a move. And I saw it run up, and I was like, I'm not gonna hold the bag, because we've all been there. You get emotional, and you're like, all right, it may go up a little bit more. Nope. Once I get that, like once I see it slowing down, I'm like, that's it. I'm out. Like, if it keeps going back up, great for everybody else. But hey, you never lost money taking profits. Period.
So you're not a chart watcher. You're just like, okay, if I feel like momentum is slowing down,
I go off the force, man. I go off the force. Like, if I feel it, I'm like, nope. The force is telling me, take the money and run. Like you ever seen that movie with Riddick, Chronicles of Riddick? He's like, take the money, Toombs. Should have took the money. That I always think about that in crypto. So I always think about, take the money.
That's good. Take it to the bank.
It's so
like
funny.
Said, lock it up.
It's so real quick. It's so funny. The minute I did that, that's when the chart started going, do. I was like, oh,
you got good timing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that. No.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I like Elephant, because it's buy and hold, and you just sit on it and it goes
Yep.
up. Yeah. Anyways, I'd be losing money if it wasn't like that.
Yeah. It
I'd
is.
be holding the bag.
Yeah,
We've all been there, bro. Trust me.
I've
Me.
gone down that.
I've lost money too. I mean, there's nobody in crypto that can sit here and tell you they never lost money. They'd be freaking lying to you. No,
Mhm.
you will lose money if you don't know what you're doing. Like I said, you get emotional, you're up, you're excited, and you just don't pull the trigger because you're thinking that, oh, it's gonna keep going up, and then that's how they get you. You know,
Yeah, I used to do leverage trading, and that was not working out
well,
for me at all. I
well,
keep
here
thinking to
I
myself,
got
"Oh,
something.
this is a new strategy. It's going to work." Nope.
All right, I got something here. I'll drop another. See, I told you when it comes up, I can talk about it. So I'll give you another, like I showed Zach, right? So
Okay.
again, make sure you know what you're doing. But if you like, let's say Venus, right? If you use
Mhm.
Venus, like you know about Venus, right? AG, you know
Yeah,
about
Venus. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Venus. Okay. So usually what I do is let's say like I'll take some Bitcoin, some XRP, like this what I have right now, some Bitcoin, some XRP, maybe some Ethereum and maybe some other blue chips, right? And then what you want to do is you actually want to pair that with a stable coin like USDC. So I like to go like maybe like it's kind of hard to really explain it all, but you want to have
You're
at
doing
least
good.
20,
Keep going.
you want to have at least 20%, 20 to 30% of your actual total value in the
Mhm.
stable coin. So that way, if any one of those coins drop, your stable coin will act as a buffer and stop it from basically liquidating you. You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
going over your 100% allocation of your borrowed amount. You see what I'm saying? So
Give
like,
us an example with $200, Mason. What would you do if you had $200?
okay, so all right, so let's say you had $200 of, let's just say Bitcoin. So you have $200 of Bitcoin. I would say to have like maybe $40 of USDC,
Okay.
right? Just an example. So that'd be like 40, like not necessarily 30-40%, but I'm just saying like a
Mhm.
roundabout number. Or maybe $80, something like that, right? So you will have $80 of USDC on top of your $200 of Bitcoin. So that way, if Bitcoin drops, you have that stable floor to kind of help suppress that drop,
Okay.
because that $80 is not gonna change.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Because you have that
Yeah.
stable coin.
That $200 of Bitcoin might went to 190, but that 80 of the cash, it's still at 270.
Exactly. It
Mhm.
absorbed that drop
Yeah.
basically. So that way it
Now,
stops you from getting liquidated in your on your loan.
and that's
And
Venus.
yeah, on Venus. And when you
Didn't they go under though? I thought Venus went under.
nah, man, not my wallet doesn't say they went under. So no, I mean not
uh,
last time I checked, that was yesterday. So unless they went under from the last time
no,
I checked it.
yeah, I
But
thought they had some loans or something. They
I mean, they
bolted
may
on.
have, but it didn't affect me. I don't know. It didn't affect me. So
Hmm.
now I do know they were trying to get rid of BUSD. I do know that some people were having issues with that because they use BSD as their loan, and
Hmm.
because the whole Paxos thing, they were trying to get rid of BUSD on there.
That might be
So
what
a
I'm
lot
thinking
of
of,
people
because I
got
knew
liquidated.
it was in the news. Like that's
Yeah,
how I
yeah,
heard of it.
a lot of people got liquidated. So that could be what you're talking about. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But this is what I was gonna say. When you borrow, now this is the key. Now, some people do it differently. Some people may say, well, I will borrow BNB or Bitcoin because I'm going short on Bitcoin. So I feel like Bitcoin will go down. So when I need to pay back the loan, it'll be less Bitcoin. I can pay it back easier. I don't like to play those games. I only borrow USDC, period. So when I take out a loan on Venus, just do
Mhm.
USDC. That way I know for a fact that if I borrow 500, I'm only paying 500 back. I'm not paying $500 in Bitcoin when Bitcoin just skyrocketed. Now it's harder for me to get that same
Yeah.
Bitcoin back because it's worth more. Now, obviously, like I said, if you go short Bitcoin and the value of Bitcoin goes down, then obviously you can pay that loan back a lot cheaper than you would, than what you borrowed. But
Yeah.
like I said, that's a gamble. To me, that's a gamble. So what I would do is I would just do straight USDC, and then I would borrow from that. So what I'm saying is, if you have a blue chip and you don't want to sell your blue chip, like for example, I have some XRP, right? Let's just say 50,000 XRP, right? So if I have 50 grand of XRP right now is 60,000, roughly 30K, somewhere around there. If XRP goes to $5, $10, then boom, there you go. The question is, do I want to sell that XRP or do I want to borrow from it? Well, if I want to borrow from it, I can borrow that USDC. And then what I'll do is I'll take a portion of that USDC and put it back into my supply side. It only take like maybe 20% and take it as cash. So now I keep my USDC. I have a bigger loan, but if you also have XVS, you'll actually get a lower interest rate on that USDC when you borrow. So your interest rate will be very low. Plus, if you have an account in the elephant.money bank, then you can use your futures to service your debt. Killed it.
Boom. That's a really good alpha there. If you really guys go back and break that down, he just talked about live for free forever.
It's a lot. Yeah.
You can use the flywheel of money to, have your assets always outpacing your debts and have, basically your live on free money. So check that out, guys, if you haven't. Elephant Money and Venus are a strong combo once you break it down, like Mason's did just for us. That's a great one. I wanted to mention real quick, I started to jump back real quick to the NFTs, but I just pulled up the best performing real estate ETFs for traditional finance. And right now, I want you guys to guess the top. Its name is Pacer Industrial Real Estate ETF. Over a 5-year return, what did it average over 5 years? What was its yearly average that it got? Shout AG first. What do you think?
You're saying it's the best ETF.
The best real estate ETF specifically. So I bet they
okay,
buy
so it's a real. So it's a REIT. Okay,
it's a REIT, exactly. Real estate.
All right. So the best REIT. Over a 5-year period?
Correct. What percentage did it return? Yes, what percent?
Trying to think here of all the REITs, because I'm invested in some REITs, but it's not. How many are in it?
This might be a bias. This is NerdWallet. This is NerdWallet.com. There's no money on the line. Just throw a number out.
I'm going to say 35%.
Okay, Mason, what was yours?
I was thinking maybe 65, maybe 70%, because I'm just thinking traditional market. I don't know, but I don't know much about it, so I'm just throwing out a number.
It was 7.98%. 8%.
Really?
Yeah,
that was the best REIT.
ETF, real estate ETF.
Yeah, okay, that's terrible. Over 5, but wait, you said over 5 years though.
No, that's what I was saying. Their yearly average. So over the 5.
I thought you meant over 5 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Let me guess again. Let me guess. Is it 7%?
Right. You could just divide your guess by 5. Yeah. Patrick's pulling up 12%. I'm sure there's some other websites that I just pull up a random one here in NerdWallet that will show. But that's what I'm getting at is right. There's no other yield bearing REITs that anywhere 10% or higher, even 12% that he mentioned. But right here, if you're looking at JP Morgan 3.39%, Invesco 4.68. So I mean, pennies on the dollar. I just wanted to throw that out there, just comparing TradFi and the ETFs.
There's no comparison. You can't compare DeFi with TradFi. There's no comparison.
So Pete makes a good point right here. I was talking to Goldwyn about this a couple of weeks ago. We're averaging about 2 trillion a week, but once the price gets to a certain price, it's going to be a lot harder to get 2 trillion a week. It's going to start going down, in my opinion.
It will.
What are your thoughts about that?
I think it scales a little bit. Yes, I do agree. I think it's going to get way harder when the price gets way more expensive. But if we still have if we have futures scale as well, right? If we have 20,000 people buying, right? That's 10 times more people, right, than we currently have. I think we have 2,900 futures accounts according to Dune Analytics. So let's just say 3,000 times 10, 30,000. So if the price of elephant 10x but we have 10x more, buying pressure, than
Right.
potentially the same rate at which the token is being removed. I don't know. EMH can quote me on that, but
Yeah. I mean,
I
you're right. I mean, you also have to factor in too that as the price goes
it,
up, people are going to want to sell. So
Yeah.
that's
and
going
that's
to help.
okay
That's
too.
going to
Yeah.
help as well. Yeah.
What it reminds me of is the elephant token, the tokenomics. It reminds me of like a slippery slope, but in the best way, right? Usually you don't want to go down a slippery slope, but here the farther we slide down it, it gets more slippery and it gets more and more. And so it's going to be harder as we guys know, we're about to come upon the next flippening in which Bertha has more tokens than the
Surpasses
whole
the holders.
herd
So
combined.
I
Yeah.
keep
So
seeing that in the chat, but like, aren't we kind of far away from that still?
So currently, Bertha has 191 trillion in her total
191.
possession. And if I look here, because I don't think I have it pulled up here
Because
too,
I thought
we're
we had
right
like
at
236.
I think we're at 200 something now. We've lost a ton for the herd. Let me
Okay.
pull it up here.
Yeah,
I
because
thought we were at
remember
236. I thought.
people been selling. People been selling too.
Oh, you dirty
Yeah.
dogs, man! What the heck are you guys selling for?
And that's okay. Like we talked,
Jeez.
that they're giving it to Bertha. Let
Yeah.
Bertha do the holding. Yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah,
say give
yeah.
it to Bertha, man. The faster we give it to Bertha, the more we get that price run. So I'm
You know,
ready.
it feels like BT came out and said, "Hey, we're going to see some fireworks for Christmas," and then everyone dumped the, 2 holders. So I'm like, what did I miss here? I'm like, I'm not a smart guy, but why are we selling?
People
Well,
get
you gotta
emotional.
Drive me
remember, too,
crazy,
man.
man.
It's the holidays, man. People want to buy stuff for their kids.
I
People want to.
guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we're
You know
still
what I'm saying?
far away.
That's what I'm
Got to
saying.
buy
You
candy
gotta.
for Halloween,
What I'm
maybe.
saying. You got the holidays. I mean, it's Thanksgiving this week. People
Yeah.
want to buy like 5 turkeys. You know what I mean? Like you just never know.
Let me pull a BSC scan.
Yeah.
I was trying to find on Div.
Diamond Guru said we're at 203 for the
Yeah,
herd.
there we go. That's what I was trying to pull up. As you see,
Yeah.
last time you checked AG, it was at 236, 237, but there's been that much of the herd's cabbage hands feeding Bertha their cabbage. And
Yeah. I think once we swap, man, we're gonna see that parabolic run up, man. It's gonna be
I hope so.
like I said, it may not even be like 2 years. We might be talking 6 months.
So,
Just like me and Zach said in our video, the last video we did. It could be 6 to 8 months. Man. I mean, seriously.
So usually when BT speaks, things happen. It comes true. So he did say at the end of the year we're going to see some fireworks around Christmas by the end of the year. Do you still think that's going to happen, or do you think he's just hyping it up, or the hype is gone?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, who knows what BT's doing behind the scenes? You know what I mean? To be fair, I don't know. I don't know who. BT. Says he knows a lot of people. So he might be doing some stuff. But I mean, I'll just tell you what I'm doing. I'm buying. I mean, like I said, I'm buying. I have my farms. I'm consistently buying. So that's all I can speak on. And I know that other people are compounding. Like for example, like I said, I'm compounding my futures until March of next year. I'm not claiming anything. Like I was just like kind of like oscillating like this, in the 50K range for a long time. I got tired of it. I'm like, yo, I need to break 60. Like, what the hell am I doing? You just get spoiled and you're like, I want to, let me take a little bit out, or I want to do this. Let me take, and you just keep kind of, go up, go down, go up, go down, so just oscillating. And I'm like, I'm tired of that. So like now March, I'm just compounding. I'm not claiming no more. I'm not taking no more money out. That's it, man. I'm just compounding. That's it.
So what do you think the price is going to be per million by the end of the year?
By the end of the year,
what is the all-time high? 62 cents.
End of the year. I don't know. I have to look at the numbers to be honest to give a really sensible
put your
price.
Predictions in the chat.
I'll say defer back to our last video. Whatever I said there.
That's good.
What do you think, Zach? What do you think?
I'm gonna draw a line right now. Just say kind of very, very simple.
You got it? You want to add? You want to add the chart up to the screen?
I'm on a different device.
Love
so
you
I'm
too, Layla.
I'm just gonna draw a quick little dun. This is the Zach Minter TA. Let's see. By you say Christmas Day, or are you calling or January 1st, New Year's Day? What are you thinking? You want to
Yep.
look?
I
Yeah,
mean, it's
I
in
know
the
what
same
you're
week.
talking about, man. Yep.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
within
let's call
7 days.
Christmas morning. What we're gonna wake up to? I think we might be near all time high. Back to your question about like the around are we gonna see fireworks around Christmas? I think we had a ton of momentum, and we definitely are rebuilding that at this current time. So
Yeah.
it all just depends. I was just currently looking at the daily new wallets and futures. It's
Mhm.
averaging between 5 to 12 to 15. So if we can get that number up, that's just an additional 300 to 1,000 new wallets by Christmas, and that would just mean XYZ, more buying pressure, more supply shockonomics. So just to throw a number, I think we'll be at, I'm gonna call it all Christmas Day. We'll be back at our all-time high of 61 million, I believe is the quoted. I can't recall off the top of my head, but do you guys know what our going official all-time high is
I
from
think it's 62 cents per
62?
million.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think that's what BT said.
I'm gonna call 62 on Christmas morning. That's my guess.
I think
And
59. I was going with 59.
nice,
Just
that's
a
nice.
little shy, but I think we'll get there. Christmas morning, 59. Yeah.
59. Okay, we'll text each other in the chat on Elephant Money chat room. Come in the chat room and say, hey, you guys are right or wrong. What about in the chat? You guys have any predictions? Maybe you win some
Yeah.
free trunk next stream. The guy or on Christmas morning, the person who's closest. I love getting people involved in stuff. I have a really cool idea. I'll tell you guys off camera, off the stream. But something I want to do that I think is really fun, and I love just like anything relating to gamify or getting people involved or trivia. All that
Mhm.
stuff's so much fun to me. So Nathaniel, we say going with 69 cents. He said in a year. What's okay, Patrick? But yeah, I just I think the
Mason,
more.
you didn't give us an answer yet.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't really want to, because I haven't really looked at it.
No,
What's
it's just for
going on,
fun, a little prediction.
okay. You said by the end of this year, right?
Well, Christmas morning is what we talked about.
Got you. I'm gonna go 75, 75,
Oh,
80.
that's a lot. That's big.
75.
Yeah, 75, 80 cents per million.
Mason, you know what the price is right now?
On dollar store. Yeah,
I I said
dollar per
62.
million.
I said 62. I think I might drop it back down to 52. Right now, I don't know. We're at
Yeah.
44 with this
Kind of,
recent B&B pump. Imagine B&B. What if they're like, B&B's in the clear and boom, 20% B&B
Right,
and
right,
boom, 30.
exactly.
Things can happen quick in
That's
crypto.
what I'm saying. Like just like the meme that I always post in there with Kirby, sucking up all
I,
the B and B.
I
I
made
mean that's
I
what's going
made
on
the
right now.
elephant edit, and I was like, Mason, you gotta use my elephant edit one. But like like you said,
Yeah,
that's the protocol sucking up the
yeah,
B&B.
yeah. So I mean, like, think about it. We're eating up all this B and B. Binance, potentially. I haven't seen if it's confirmed or not. I believe it is, but I'm not sure. But if they did settle, then that's FUD gone from Binance, and
I don't.
then
They
we have the run up during Christmas. I mean, B&B could hit $400, $500, $600. I mean,
so did they really settle? Because settling
I,
would
I don't know.
mean that
I
they're
don't know.
willing to pay 4 billion. And I don't think there would. I don't think CZ's wanting to pay $4 billion.
He might have been like,
I don't know.
deal, like immediately.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know how much he has, but maybe it's
Yeah.
nothing. Maybe,
I
No,
mean,
might
that's
change.
if he paid it, then he must have the money. Because I'm telling you, it would have been a bank run if he didn't have the money.
I don't. I
So,
can't imagine him paying four
that's a lot.
billion dollars. That's a lot.
Dude.
yeah.
That's a
I,
lot of money.
yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, we'll see what this develops into. Maybe next week we'll touch on
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll try to look at it some more, and that was the last I saw on it. So yeah, I'll try to look at it some more. But yeah. I'm thinking 70, 75 cents per million, maybe knocking on dollar's door.
Okay, that's like 4 weeks away. You're saying in 4 weeks we're gonna go all the way up to
I mean,
75?
hey, you said for fun, so I got to make it interesting.
Yeah. And
You
and
said
you
for
just
fun.
see like look at
Okay.
one good day. Look at one day of good news. Imagine a week of good news, right? We get 5%,
Yeah,
5%.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
true.
Like,
That's
you don't
true. That'd be
understand.
true.
This can go very quickly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Well, so
the
here's my thing. If we start running up quickly, I think there's going to be weak hands, and they'll start selling quickly also.
of course, you're always going to have weekends.
Bertha's getting strong. She's putting on the muscle. She don't care. Cool. If you it's buy now or buy at a higher price. It's your decision. So it's look at anyone who's tried to trade. As we know, Elephant's not a trading coin. We don't have a trading community. There's some communities that's all they talk about is price action. Oh, it's at 55 cents. We're gonna sell because of this line, and then we're gonna buy it back, and that's all they talk about. All we're talking about is how do we grow our bank and build our yield burgers, right? It's like just like a different mindset of people building wealth versus trying to just make a bag and try to jump somewhere else. So I don't know, that it takes off quick, and just like you're saying, the weak hands aspects, it just accelerates Bertha's cheap buying. The cheaper people keep the price, the easier it is for her to buy it up. But I definitely agree. Pete mentioned about we needing more elephant buyers, just now, besides just futures. And that would be great, having more volume just from holders, because if they don't, like we said, we're gonna have fewer whales, trillionaires, multi-billionaires. If Bertha, just has such a hold, it's each one teach one, Pete. Tell your friend, to get some more elephant, because if not, it's futures is here forever, or the yield products are here forever, but the opportunity for elephant in its initial parabolic huge ascent, it's now. So
it's definitely gonna be amazing, man. I just can't wait. Like once we get to that blast off point, like really where there's no coming back. I mean, people sell and go right back up. I just can't wait.
So Mason, what's your vote if you had a vote? I know we don't have a DAO yet for Elephant Money, but if you had a vote for the Elephant Money conference, what city are you picking? You picking Miami, Vegas, Dubai, New York, Toronto?
Man, that's a rough one. I was actually thinking about that. I would have to say probably either Miami or Dubai. Only because I'm looking at the Miami, because I'm looking at kind of like what BT said, the infrastructure is already there, and the people that have done it before. Because I just want to make sure we do it right. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to do it, get the people that know the city, know all the things that we can do to make it very easy. Bitcoin's been there, a whole bunch of times. So I just think if we could find those people that plan that, then they would, tell us things to look out for, the do's and don'ts. And then I would say Dubai, because Dubai would just be dope as hell. And that would definitely put us on the map. But also, per my understanding, Dubai is very crypto friendly. You know what I mean?
They are. Yeah,
So
they're one of the best.
I think that'd be really dope. So I would say between those two, like Miami or Dubai. Because I do know, I'm pretty sure Elephant is worldwide. So yeah, I would say Miami or Dubai.
Nice.
Crypto go. I go with Vegas also.
Vegas. I like Vegas.
Vegas and then Dubai. If we had to do international.
I like Miami because what you just said, Mason, it brings up that in the same sentence. Oh, where Bitcoin had their conference, yeah, Elephant Money. They're right. It just and like we said, the people who have the culture, and then if they have the money to go to Miami and then participate, like these are the people who are hardcore crypto enthusiasts and people who are passionate about So it's like I think that definitely my vote would probably be Miami. But also Vegas, like like some people are saying in the comments, because it is kind of a very well-known central hub for conferences.
Yeah.
So, but I think wherever we go, it will be really cool to meet everyone in person, and everyone's got their black NFTs. You got your black NFT, Mason, out of your 25. You got any black ones?
Actually, 20, but no, I didn't get a black NFT. I really wish I did, but I did.
20, and you don't have one.
Man, I was like, what the hell, man? I didn't get a.
Oh man.
But it's okay. I'm gonna start buying some more, and I'm pretty sure I'll get one. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say, the reason why I like Miami, because we'll be right there on the ocean, so we can get like a yacht and just put the whole elephant token or elephant money on the yacht. I think that'd be really dope. Something you probably really can't do in Vegas. So I think that'd be really dope.
Cool.
Yeah, get a lot of attention, get a lot of eyeballs.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be
It
dope.
would, We should get I joke about this. Maybe one day I'll get the right setup, but I want to get a Macy's Day size, Macy's Day parade, a big
Oh yeah,
elephant,
get the elephant. Yeah,
put it on a boat, walk it down the street, do something
Yeah.
with
Actually,
it
wait.
with the
That's a
logo.
great idea. Like, how much does it cost to do that? Macy's
I
Day
don't know.
Parade.
I looked
Look,
up to buy like a custom inflatable one, not one that is filled with helium, but one that's actually on the ground.
yeah.
It was like 12,000 euros. It was a European company, but
Oh,
like
that's not bad. Yeah.
yeah, but it was gonna be like 40-foot big elephant, like a giant elephant. But like I don't know about I was like for $12,000, I'll watch some DIY on YouTube and buy the fabric and do whatever heat seam press or
So
whatever. And
how that is a genius idea.
That
How
is a
hard?
good idea, dude.
Listen, BT
I got
just
a
needs to
lot of
take.
these up here.
Yeah, BT needs to take the what's it called, the performance fund or whatever it is,
Yep.
and take some of that. Take some of us, influencers, and go in there and hold the big old blimp or balloon, walk down freaking Times Square with that on the Macy's Day Parade. Dude, that's everybody in the U.S. watches that on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That would
How
be
many
dope.
people would be like, what is elephant money? Let me Google this,
Yep.
Yeah. And I think, there's
genius.
I think definitely the fun viral marketing. I definitely think, we talked about, with Goldwyn getting more of the Bertha suits. I know Mason wants to do, just whatever, promotion, we can have some fun with it. But one thing that I think is so crucial is is the right market watching, because even with like the FTX, owning, having a large contract in like the MLB and other sports, right? It's so funny when I look back at like 2021 footage of the Braves or some other sports team, and I see the FTX logo on all the referees, all the umpire, all the jerseys, because they were a big sponsor. But how many of baseball fans are crypto or NFT? I'm sure they got some conversion. I'm sure it got the word out and everything. But what I'm getting at is like, they joke about why they buy the Miami Heat stadium is because it was for sale from the last guy who didn't really like the deal or didn't think it was worth it. It's good for publicity, but marketing, it's like it's one of those things that we can direct the energy. So like if we had, like you mentioned at the Bitcoin Miami conference, if we had the elephant balloons or something, or if like the NFT, like New York, and there's NFT New York, or even I know different conferences all around the country. If we can really target those, I think we can get the eyeballs on it. And like Patrick just mentioned from Cryptozoa, right? I think the biggest players in elephant money aren't even here yet. They don't know it exists yet, right? If you look at the
have
average,
no idea. They're
look at the
completely
average account
oblivious.
sizes and such, right? These are just retail. We're all retail. We're not institutions. We're not family offices. We're all just retail participants at this time. So whenever once we get into these rooms that we're discussing, these buildings, it's the fire is lit, the match is lit on the fuse. So, but yeah, AG, we got to brainstorm some more. If like I said, that's just an idea I had. But if
I
there's
was
all these
thinking,
different ways.
if we go to Vegas, they have that new sphere. You know what I'm talking about? It's like I don't know how much it costs, but if we could get a big orange elephant Bertha logo on that big old spear, that would be pretty cool. I don't wonder how much that would cost to get that done.
I looked into on Fiverr. You can pay for New York's Times Square, the billboard, because there's so many. And on Fiverr, you can pay it's like $50 or something for them to show it for 10 minutes or whatever it is. But they actually made I don't know if it's a state law, but they banned crypto billboards advertising.
Why?
I don't know. I think probably because of abuse. And I know Safe Moon, I've seen they had in Times Square like a giant way. But so it's probably just people, like any good thing, they take advantage of it. And then so I think they don't have that now. But like you said, within guidelines and in the right area, I think it would be really impactful for getting eyeballs that are people who actually are into crypto. They know about Coinbase. They know about MetaMask. They know they have some DeFi maybe involvement. Because I stress this so much, you can look at all the stats on Dude Analytics all day long. You can look at all the people in the Elephant Money chat all day long. but we're still a small group of finance nerds
very
in the
small.
corner, right? We're just finance guys and girls, and in between everyone just interested in the emerging technology. So it's just still a very niche group, and the more we can each one teach one and provide educational content, it spreads like wildfire, right? So I think, but no, let's think of some more brainstorm some more ideas, and we'll get it going. What else we got going on here today?
Anybody in the chat?
Yeah, in the chat going on. You guys have any good promotion ideas you wanted to see me and AG and Mason get our hands dirty some? One thing, Mason, there's near Mason and I, we live in the state of Georgia. There's a mountain called Stone Mountain. It's a very popular kind of place that people go for outdoor hiking, stuff like that. But Mason, one time I went up and I actually did one of my burpee videos on
I
Stone
saw it.
Mountain.
Yep.
But I wanted to do it. They have on Saturdays and Sundays, I mean, crowds of 100, 200 people are on top of the mountain just enjoying. I don't want to try to go shill when people are enjoying their family time, this and that. but what I'm getting at is, yeah, like you said, I did my burpees on top of the mountain, or like I said, put an elephant sign out, or whatever. It's just there's so many cool, wherever, New York City, Times Square, cool places we could do public, different promotion. But online, I'm still looking forward to. I have a lot of things in the works, but I think there's still so much YouTube. Even though crypto YouTube is still in its lull, right? It's we'll see that resurgence again when people are like, "Oh, Bitcoin's at 50,000. What's Ethereum at? Oh, there's these. There's this coin that beat all of those coins, and it's up.
They'll be back. They'll be back.
So what's your time frame of the Bitcoin ETF? It's not going to be this year, do you? I don't think it's.
I have no opinion.
Probably not this year. Yeah, I'm thinking probably sometime next year, like maybe Q1, Q2.
I'm thinking Q2, second quarter.
They're accumulating still. They're like, oh crap, we're about to release it and it's pumping. Hold on, hold the brakes. We gotta buy more, and then they're getting ready there. Shout out to Michael Saylor. I think he's up over a couple billion or $1.5 billion or something in profit.
Yeah,
because he was accumulating.
Just kept accumulating. Yep.
The winds are changing, everyone. If you haven't heard,
his company even kicked him out. They fired him of his own company. Yeah, Michael Saylor.
Yeah. He's not the CEO anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they let him go. But I don't think it's because of that, was it?
He was reckless buying Bitcoin.
He was reckless.
That's funny.
He's just up. Yeah, it's funny.
Orange pilled. He's too orange pilled. What's Pete saying? We have an elephant themed water park in Sandusky, Ohio. That is a massive
elephant themed. Wow.
That's so. Well, bam, Pete. Let's host a retreat over near this big park. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be cool elephant stuff like that. That's so cool. We gotta go to. I know we have that one herd member who makes videos in Thailand, I believe, who hangs out with elephants too and stuff. So
who's that?
Have you seen his videos? He's made a few elephant.money promotional videos.
I've seen that.
His name escapes me at the top of my head. I'll find it. Let you guys know.
Put it in the chat later.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a guy. He's promoted elephant a few times, but along with other DeFi protocols. But he actually was in Thailand, and he has elephants with him that he takes care of. And I don't know if he's currently still volunteering, but he's did it for years. I think over a decade of helping elephant. And he even mentioned about creating a project and a portion of it to donate to the elephant, stuff like that. And so I think that's definitely coming up as we continue to, get the foundation established and stuff like that. BT's mentioning and the code wrapped up. Right. Once you got to build your wealth to then spend it. It's easy to spend money. It's hard to make money. Right. So.
Just want to get a quick one out to the herd. Just talking about something a little bit different. So. If you don't know, if you're part of the XRP community, I'm definitely part of the XRP army.
Same here.
Yeah. So we won the XRP is not a security. So if you know about what's really going on in crypto, legally XRP legally is the only crypto asset, from a court perspective that is deemed not a security. Bitcoin and Ethereum just from a verbal standpoint, basically. But from a legal standpoint, XRP is the only crypto that's not a security as of right now. At least major anyway. The next thing is Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson have been acquitted of any of their lawsuit with the SEC. So that's great. So basically, they dropped all the charges. So the last thing we're waiting for is the actual full settlement of the whole XRP lawsuit. My personal opinion, once that happens, or even sooner, XRP will probably hit $10 to $20. Again, not financial advice, not just my personal opinion. So all I'm saying is, if you want to get some exposure to XRP, get some XRP, get some trunk, put in your farms. That's all I'm saying.
So do you have to convert that XRP over to XRP on the Binance Smart Chain?
Yeah. So what you do is good
Yeah.
question. Yeah. So what you do is basically, if you have the XRP on the native, XRP ledger, you can use Change Now, and you can go XRP to XRP BSC, or you can just simply sell your XRP or convert your XRP to BUSD or USDC on Binance, and then just buy it on Pancake. However you want to do it. Actually, I think it's cheaper if you just go from your XRP ledger, native XRP, and then go to USDC on BSC, and then go buy it on Pancake, versus doing XRP to XRP BSC on Change Now. The last time I did it, they're actually going to charge you more fees doing it that way than if you just do a stable coin and then go buy it on Pancake. So just make sure you're careful when you buy it on. Yeah, just make sure you're careful when you buy it on Pancake. Just make sure there's no fake tokens or nothing like that, but it shouldn't be.
What's the symbol? It's just XRP.
Yeah, just XRP. I just like telling people that just to be on the safe side. Just make sure you're getting the right token.
Yeah.
Because there's always scams out there. But I've done it so many times that mine is saved. But just if you're new and you're doing it, just be careful. Just want to make sure you're careful.
And you got to do that with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Put it all on the Binance Smart Chain.
Yep. I have most of my blue chips on the Binance Smart Chain. I mean, even though they're derivatives, but it doesn't matter because it's still pegged to that actual Bitcoin Ethereum price. So you're still getting exposure to the price, and you're able to be more liquid because you're on the BSC network. You're not on those sluggish Bitcoin network or the Ethereum network where you got to pay all that gas fee just to swap in and out of it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because I'm using Tether for mine.
Yeah, what'd you say? Say it again.
I said I'm using Tether for my farms.
Got you. Okay.
So I've never converted my Bitcoin or anything. I'm a little scared to do it because I've never done it before. So
no, I got you. Just me personally, just be careful with USDT, USD Tether. There's been a lot of legal talk. Well, there's been a lot of legal talk about them wanting to attack USD Tether. Just
well, that's been going on for a while. Every bull or bear market, they're like, Tether's going to be the next thing to fall.
I'm just saying be careful.
So honestly, I had BUSD as my farms, and Goldwyn was like, oh man, you should get out of that because it's BUSD and they're going to get rid of it. So I'm like, okay, well, where do I go? And he kind of talked me into the USDC instead of the USDC.
Yeah, I would do USDC. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's too late now.
No, I mean it's fine.
When I started my farms, it was like 15 cents.
Don't break up your farm. If you have a good position in USDT, don't break it up. I would just start. If you do
start another one.
Yeah, just if you start doing another one, just start in USDC and build up your farms there. Like I said, like you said, they have been putting FUD on USDT Tether for a while, but I mean, just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
I love your stories, AG. You and Goldwyn giving each other trading tips and investing advice. It's so fun.
It's not usually very good investing. The only good investment tips that we've gave each other have been elephant money. That's about it.
There you go.
Everything else is like, what the heck happened?
Everything else is just like all over. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
and-
I came up with the name from rugs to riches, because man, we've been getting screwed
I
left and
know,
right.
right, man. I know. I mean,
perfect.
trust me, I know. Yeah.
And Mason, I did just want to circle back and just say, yeah, big congratulations, big win with the XRP community, because that's not just huge for the community for XRP, but huge for crypto, right? It really
Mhm.
changed the tide and the narrative, like we're discussing. It's all about these narratives in the minds of the people of how they perceive, right? It shows that the abuse that the SEC has been performing on a lot of these crypto projects, and it's unfounded, right? They're being scot free and stuff like that. So it's a huge win for crypto, and it's just super bullish. I think the time and space we are right now going into the next halving, and I just, like I said, it's a win for that. The XRP army is a win for crypto, is a win for Bitcoin,
Yep.
and I love elephant money, like we talk about being a non-tribalistic platform or DApp. Right, we want everyone to win. We want all of the cryptocurrencies to win, because that means that the bank wins, and it's just like it's so awesome to see it. Right, these wins
Yep.
pile up. So
Yep.
yeah, congratulations, man.
Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, best believe, man, XRP goes to 10, 15, $20. Best believe that money coming back to the elephant money bank. Best believe.
Cryptos,
Yeah.
though, that's right, man. Elephant's DeFi heaven.
Yep.
Yeah, oof, it really is. It's
Really
awesome. It's just crazy, like we talk about too, how there's no other developer has had the right pieces of the puzzle to build what BT has built here with this ecosystem and
Yeah,
protocol.
it's unbelievable, man. Yeah.
Exciting.
It's so funny because I always said, I was like, there's got to be a developer out there that understands, okay, you can make way more money than trying to scam people if you just build something that's sustainable. And because there's a lot of people out here hurting, and if you could solve that problem, you got the key to the kingdom, man. I mean, that's it. So, BT's that guy right now. He's actually building something that is sustainable. It makes sense, and it's math money. The way I look at it, elephants are smart, so we got smart.money. That's what it is.
They are very
Smart money.
wise too,
Yeah.
right? They're associated with like wisdom and like such intelligence, and I totally agree, man. It's such a fitting name for the protocol in the community being built. It is eerie. It's how good it is. And like you said, there was such a huge demand. There still is, and that's why I think us as promoters, our job is so fun, because we like get to show people the keys to the kingdom, and we get to show them this vehicle that like is changing people's lives daily. And it's so easy for us because, like you're saying before, I hated promoters. I hate promotion. I hate jumping up and down. That's so ironic because I became what I hated, but I did
I was
so
about
in a
to say
way.
that.
I did so.
I
in a
was like,
way-
wait a minute, were you jumping in pools?
Yeah, I did so for something that I truly believed in.
Teach one.
That's
Right?
right. That's right. That's right.
That's something where I draw the line of something. Would you want to? Are you just shilling it for personal gain,
Yeah.
or is there something deeper behind this?
No,
what
I
you're doing?
Yeah.
And so that allowed me to cross that line of like, hey, I'm ready to jump in the pool and ready to jump up and down.
Yeah, because
It-
you actually believe in it, you're confident in it, and you know what it's doing, versus just picking some random coin and somebody hit you up and say, "Hey, sell my coin." You're just shilling it, and you don't really know what the heck is going on. And then they rug pull 3 days later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have already had a few people, but like exactly, I'm like, I've already paid. I already have a bag. I won't exactly
What's up, bro?
I don't
What's
need to
going
sell
on,
my
Gregory?
name for a project that's gonna rug. So shout out to Greg. What's up? Greg's in the building. What's going on, brother?
Where's
Sorry,
Jed?
I missed you.
Where's Thor at, man? I want to see Ed and Jed. Where they at?
Yeah.
Where they at though?
It's that Monday night football or something. They'll pull us up on the replay.
Okay, all good. Yeah. But no, like I just want to say, man, really appreciate. I don't know if we're over, but I just want to say this. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the herd. Appreciate BT. Thank you, AG, for having me out here, man. I really appreciate it, bro. So,
No problem, man.
Love, man. We're all just trying to make it. We got our families. friends, acquaintances, co-workers, family. We're just trying to make it, man. And one thing I'll say, like I brought my crew in, saying just showing them crypto, especially when I was on the Tron network. People say, it's lonely at the top. I say bullshit. It's lonely because you didn't bring nobody with you. At least try to bring nobody with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to tell somebody about it. You know what I mean? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, you gotta at least try to tell people. I know it's hard. Everybody doesn't believe that this is possible, or earning passive income is possible. But you gotta at least try, because the minute you make it, they're gonna be like, "Well, why didn't you tell me?" Well, I've been trying to tell you. So you at least want to try. But that's all I want to say. Yeah,
Love it. That's so true, Mason. Yeah, man. That's what Mason and I and AG and myself, right? We'll all be able to say we told you so, and I hope everyone watching the stream has told their friends and family as well, so they can do that as well. And a challenge I had, a little video I made a couple days ago, is right, get online, get involved, because each one teach one. It helps all of us. It helps your family. It helps my family. It helps my future and your future, and it's our collective energy. That's what's so cool, is that it's now all directed in
network effect. Yeah, network effect
to build together, and opposed to the cryptos. That's why people, like you said, they the skeptics, the doubters. It's just when they see something new that's using new technology and has all the right components to it. Right, it just takes some time, and I know I've had this experience. I'm sure you guys have had as well. Yeah, my banana suit that helps people get some eyeballs. But it just takes time, right? And some people they know I've been in crypto for a long time. They know I quit my job. They know I do this full time. They know I help people, talk people, message and Zoom call, and they still, a year, 2 years go by, then they're like, "Hey, what's that elephant thing?" And I'm like, okay, great.
How's that doing? Is that still a thing? Like, yeah.
So don't give up. Yeah, I think your message is so powerful, right? Like, pull people up around with you. Let's all win together. Let's get this W.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on, Zach. I'm glad you filled in for me last week, and I know Goldwyn is definitely thanking you for filling in for him this week.
Yeah, he's partying on the boat right now. Shout out to Goldwyn.
Yeah,
I hope you have
he'll be watching. Yeah, he'll be watching this tomorrow, I bet.
Nice.
Goldwyn, what's up, brother? Definitely want to get on and talk with you, man, next time, man. So,
Mason,
appreciate it.
Dude, you've been a blast. We'll have to get you on again.
Sure. Most definitely. I appreciate that, man. Y'all too, loving it, man. And Zach, great job with the hosting, man. AG again, I love your intro, all that stuff, man. It's fire. So I might have to hit you up on the side, see if I can beef up mine a little bit. How you do all that? Yeah, that's pretty dope.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Remember, each one teach one, and spread the love, man. Get some more elephant. Let people know what's going on. And God, man, I love this community. This is awesome. Dope. Yeah. I really appreciate you guys. All right, man. Have a good one.
Thank you. Have
a good night. See everybody. Have a good night.
To riches.
Take care.
To riches. Like and subscribe.
Let's go.